What's going on, everybody, and welcome to my poverty calories full day of eating. All right, we are less than 2 weeks out, so it's to be expected at this point that I am starving. And so I'm going to show you what a low calorie day really looks like. You've seen my high carb day videos, and people are always wondering, how does he eat this much food? Well, this is how, because I go through these days to get to those days. All right. So I'm going to take you through a full day of eating on my very low calorie menu. We're struggling, but we're almost there. I can see the goal, the end in sight. Today is Monday. I fly to my coach's house on Sunday. I'll spend 3.5 days there with coach, training, making sure everything's on point. He'll see me in person. And then we'll I'll fly on Wednesday from his house to Reno and stay there till show day. And, you know, we're going to absolutely bring my best. So I got to struggle right now, suffer. It is what it is, but it's only a couple of weeks left and we're almost there. So I'm going to shut up because I am freaking starving. I've already gotten up. Uh, Cardio intensity has gone down a lot. So that's another reason why food is down, but it's going to preserve the muscle, not pushing myself as hard on the cardio. So, anyways, I got up this morning. I did take the dog for a walk, 30 minutes around the neighborhood, and I've already trained 2 clients. So I'm freaking starving. All right. Anyways, meal number 1, we've got the Broku loaf. Yes, it probably looks disgusting and green, but that's because all it is 60 grams of quick oats, 300 grams of egg whites, and then I put some cinnamon in there, and then I just fill the blender up with spinach to give it a little bit more volume in my stomach, because this is not much food. Like I said, only 300 grams of egg whites and 60 grams of oats. And then I just spinach it up. So it still tastes amazing. I still want probably my favorite meal of the day. It's just not much food. So it it comes out delicious still. It just doesn't look good with all that spinach in there. But you throw a little bit of sugar-free syrup on there, and I can still pretend that I'm eating a pancake or something. So it's not that bad. It's just not enough food. So there it is. A little bit of syrup on there. Mm. I don't know if it's still super delicious or if anything would be delicious at this point because I'm so hungry. But in my mind, that's still freaking delicious. So that's meal 1. I'm going to get this down. Like I said, I'll take you through the day. See you guys at meal 2. All right, time for meal number 2. This is a sad, pathetic one. They're all pretty sad and pathetic, but we're getting through this. We got to push through these tough days to really get in that nasty conditioning, bring our best, and that's what earns us those high carb days. So we're pushing through. All right, I just got 200 grams of potatoes weighed before cooking. All right, you don't weigh the potatoes after you cook them because they lose a lot of weight, especially when you air fry them. So it doesn't come out to be very much after air frying them. But I sliced the potatoes up into these little chips, put a little bit of seasoned salt on them, and just throw them in the air fryer. They actually are pretty freaking delicious. That's the nice part of the meal. Then I just have some shredded lettuce, which is no calories. It's just water pretty much. A little bit of banana peppers in there for some flavor. And then yum tilapia. And my protein portions are actually pretty low right now. So I actually only get 5 ounces of tilapia. So like I said, we're pushing hard, we're suffering, but it will all be worth it in the end. So let's see, it's about, there we go. It's about 5.5 actually, but I'm gonna let it slide. And then I'm just gonna throw a little of this sugar-free Carolina Gold sauce over this. That'll be my dressing. And it's actually, once again, doesn't taste bad. There's just nothing to it. It's uh not much food, not much energy. It's just enough to keep me from wasting away. So I'm just gonna mix this all up into a nice little salad and get this down with the potatoes. And I'm going to have 4 meals before I work out. All of them are pretty small. But energy expenditure is pretty low right now too. So we're just getting steps in mostly for cardio, maybe 20 minutes on the bike. So it's nothing crazy. I might actually go, I got halfway through mowing the lawn yesterday and the battery died on my mower. So after this meal, I might go out and mow the yard. And that's just getting more steps in. I'll track those steps. So once again, like I think I got around 13 or 14,000 steps yesterday, but it's all very low intensity. So instead of doing 20, 30, 40 minutes on the stairs, just getting a lot more steps in throughout the day is not causing inflammation and exhaustion on the muscles in the body. It's just getting calories burned and improves my digestion, stuff like that. So we're keeping that very low intensity, but movement in, and calories are just super low. So get this down. It's really not bad. To be honest, it tastes pretty good. This sauce is fire. It's, like I said, just very low calories. I'm going to get this down. These are good. And I'll see you guys in meal 3. All right, time for meal number 3. Meals number 3 and 4 are pretty much the same. I'll show you meal number 4, but it's going to be the same thing as this. So we got another 5 ounces of tilapia. Yum, yum. This time we got 140 grams of rice and 100 grams of green beans. And I did add a little bit of banana peppers again, just because it adds a nice little flavor. And I'm going to do the Carolina Gold sauce again, which this is the one thing I might sometimes switch up between meals 3 and 4. Just depends on what I'm feeling. Might use a different sauce, but the Carolina Gold makes everything taste pretty good. So I'm just going to chop up the fish, mix it up real well with the rice and the green beans. And pretty basic, simple meal. Pretty small, but that's the name of the game right now. All the meals are pretty small. And if you can't push yourself for the last couple of weeks when you've been dieting, usually I would say for 12 14 16 weeks, but I've actually been on prep for 28 weeks. So that's where I'm mentally exhausted, is that this has been the longest prep of my life, because we were originally planning on the Tampa Pro. We decided to push it back. We started early for the Tampa Pro because in the middle of the prep I had a trip to Italy, so we wanted to be able to have a diet break and then let my body rest and enjoy the trip to Italy. Was gone for 10 days. then not be behind schedule when I got back. And I wasn't. I was right on schedule. We could have been ready for Tampa, but we would have had to push hard and probably come in a bit smaller. So taking the extra time, we are coming in bigger. We are coming in probably a lot harder. And so it will be a much better look. It's just been mentally straining being prepped for such a long period of time without any break, besides that trip to Italy. But besides any, like, you know, hitting a goal, like doing multiple shows and staying in prep for 30 weeks is a lot easier because you hit that show, you get a stress relief, you get a refeed, a cheat meal or something, and then you're like, all right, let's do it again, let's go. But just stringing along the prep without having that release of getting on stage once and then, the excitement of doing it again, it can be brutal. But we're getting through it. We're going to hit this show. We're going to bring the absolute best package I've ever had. And whatever happens, happens. But I know it's going to be my best. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get it done. Obviously, it's been a long time coming this year. So that's it. 5 ounces of tilapia, 140 grams of rice, and 100 grams of green beans. At this point, any food tastes good. I'm so hungry. So I'm going to get this down. I'll show you meal 4, but it's going to be the same thing as this pretty much. And then work out after meal 4. And then I'll show you my post-workout meal. All right, meal number 4, like I said, exactly the same as meal number 3. Only difference is I use spinach instead of the green beans for the vegetables, but otherwise, same thing. 5 ounces of tilapia, 140 grams of rice. Boom. All right, time for my post-workout meal. Simple and easy. We've just got 50 grams of oats and 35 grams of whey protein. Nice little mix up. It is a delicious little treat, but once again, very small meal. So I'm not complaining. It is tasty. So I'm gonna get this meal down. It's almost a little cakey. Delicious though. So nice little treat post-workout. Got a nice little back pump, and I'm gonna get this meal down. I got one last meal before bed, so I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this because it's like one of the few tasty meals like I really enjoy. This and meal 1, the loaf, are my 2 favorite meals of the day. The rest of them I enjoy as much as I can. So I'm gonna shut up and eat, and I'll see you guys at my final meal of this poverty calorie starvation day. All right, finishing the night with the beautiful tilapia salad. All right, so 6 ounces of tilapia, some shredded lettuce, and some banana peppers. I'm gonna throw some of this Carolina Gold on there again, and that's my delicious dinner. So filling. But you know what? We're almost a week and a half out. You do what you got to do, and we're gonna bring my best. So, got to suffer a little bit. I am feeling very depleted, low energy, but we're getting the job done. Got a decent back pump, and took Broly for another walk. So we're around 11,000 steps today, so not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get this final meal down. This delicious tilapia salad, and the main thing we are focused on is recovery right now, which is why it's lower intensity cardio and uh, everything like that. So I am going to get this down. I already took a nice shower. I finished it the last several minutes of the shower in cold water. So I've been doing the cold plunge, but I just didn't feel like getting into cold plunges tonight. But doing that cold water, the cold shower right before bed, goes ahead and like regulates your body temperature. So you actually get a lot better sleep because your body doesn't have to regulate its temperature to get into that sleep mode. So something to think about. It's something you got to get used to, but it really does improve your sleep quality. So it's worth it because sleep is one of the most important things when it comes to recovery and just feeling better. So I am going to eat this. I'm going to pass out and do it all over again tomorrow because I doubt I'm going to get any more food. Tomorrow's a full on rest day. So I'm surely not going to get more food when I'm not even working out. But we'll see after that because I know my weight's going to be dropping and we don't want it to drop too much. So we got to find that balance. Anyways, I'm going to shut up, get this down, get some sleep. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along. And hope you guys are enjoying this and excited for what's to come when we get out to Reno and do this show and then all the fun stuff I got planned for after the show. It's going to be a good time. We're going to have some good content coming. Got some good collaborations coming with some cool people. So stay tuned, and I'm going to bring some good content to you guys. For now, good night.